I'm here to show you how to repair the cord on a JBQ quiz box paddle. This one's in working condition, but I'm going to pull it apart just so you can see what's going on here. First thing you do is take a Phillips head screwdriver, remove the two back screws. Remove the two side screws. Be sure not to lose the washers that are on these screws. Be careful with the grease here. You need to make sure that stays there. You don't get it all over your hands. Lift this tab up and just wiggle this plate out. You can see there's pegs here that go in those holes. Set that aside, as well with the spring. Lift this piece up. This step you need a soldering iron. You can pick one of these up at Radio Shack or Harbor Freight, someplace like that. Helps if you take a small pair of needle nose pliers, put your soldering iron on the solder that's already on the tab. Give it a couple seconds, wait for it to fully reflow. Then take your pliers and pull the wire through. That one's not coming. Try this one again. There we are. A lot of these cords, when they do break right in this area. So what you can do is cut a small piece off, strip it out, and resolder it down. Slide the always make sure that the piece with the insulator on it is the part that goes to this first pin. I'm going to try to get it through that hole and just lay it down. You can kind of bend it over. Take some new solder and make sure you just cover the entire back side of that. Take your small pliers and try to get your other wire right up against that tab, through the hole if you can, Again, make sure you cover the whole thing with solder. And once it's cooled, you can give it a little tug. Make sure it's firmly attached. Then you make sure this is firmly in place. Put the 2 backing screws in. Tighten these down firmly, but don't over tighten them. You will strip the plastic. And you just go ahead and give the cord a tug. Make sure it doesn't pull on these wires. And you replace your plastic plate. Put your spring in. Make sure you've got your screws with the washers on them. Align the lid. Make sure the spring goes in the hole. Give it a little squeeze until your hole lines up on the side. Screw this down tight. Repeat on the other side.